Alright, the Sunny 16 rule. What is it? How can you use it? And yeah, so it's not summer slang. It's not like some weird concept or word. It's actually just a photography tool that you can use to enhance and make your images better in camera. So I'm going to be going over that in this video. Make sure to subscribe for more future photography tips like this, and doing a one-on-one session down below, link in the description if you want to go check that out. But otherwise, let's get started. Today I'm going to be sharing what the Sunny 16 rule is, when to use it, and how to use it. So the Sunny 16 rule was actually used quite a bit in the film days. And when you had a light meter, you usually brought a light meter with you when you were doing exposures for film photography. And sometimes you wouldn't have the light meter, so you would use the Sunny 16 rule as a general set for a perfect exposure. So the settings go like this: f16, ISO 100, and shutter speed 1/100th of a second. So when do you use the Sunny 16 rule? You use the Sunny 16 rule when there's a clear sky outside and it's sunny. However, this can be adjusted if it's partly cloudy or all the way cloudy or overcast or what have you. So how do you actually use the Sunny 16 rule? The Sunny 16 rule works in increments from the aperture, the shutter speed, and the ISO all together. Let's do a quick review of each setting. So the aperture, going from f16 to f14, is a stop down, one stop down, which would make a exposed image, a perfectly exposed image, into a underexposed image. Shutter speed, you go from ISO 1/250th of a second to 1/100th of a second, and that would also be stopping down one stop. Changing the ISO on digital cameras, it would go from ISO 100 to ISO 200. Now this may be different across your cameras, such as Sony or Nikon. For aperture, going from ISO 14 to ISO 16 is stopping down one stop. Using all this information, we can use the Sunny 16 rule. So you can go from f16, ISO 100, 1/100th of a second. And what you do with the ISO and the shutter speed is that the shutter speed is the reciprocal of the ISO. So ISO 200 would equal 1/200th of a second. The baseline of a perfectly sunny day would be f16, ISO 100, and 100th of a second. Now, as I was researching a little bit about this topic, I've already known this topic for quite a while, but I found out that a lot of people were asking questions: what if it's partly cloudy or cloudy all the way, or different lighting conditions? So I'm going to break it down. So if it's all the way cloudy, I would use something like aperture 16, ISO 100, and maybe shutter speed 1/50th of a second. If it's snowy, I would use something like f22, ISO 100, shutter speed 100. And if it's overcast, you want to use something like f14, ISO 100, shutter speed 100. Now that's just an example of the rule, and you can definitely go check more information out down in the description. But yeah, the Sunny 16 rule is a general camera setting photography tool that you can use when you're outside during the day and it's sunny. You use f16, ISO 100, and 1/100th of a second. And from that, you can stop down or stop up, go one exposure up or whatever, and get a perfect exposure. So if you learned anything from this video, make sure to comment down below. If you're confused about anything, comment down below. Otherwise, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more photography content like this. Hopefully I'm going to be getting out some history videos, some natural light videos, and a bunch of behind the scenes videos. So definitely go check that out and stay tuned for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.